Okay, guys, so this week we're going to do a little more practicing with annotating. We want to be sure you're really understanding these annotations and the importance of identifying and sharing your thinking as you're reading. So, remember, the purpose of annotating is to deepen your understanding. If you get yourself in the habit of being sure that you really, really are thinking while you're reading, then you're most likely going to understand better. So, this week you're going to annotate a nonfiction text. It's actually really interesting, titled Animal Snoops. And so it's full of facts and information. So when you annotate nonfiction, it's going to sound differently than when you annotate a fictional story. Our annotation symbols are the same that we practiced last week. So I'm going to model a little bit and then I'm going to send you off to practice on your own. Presenting the bird brained burglar bust. The house in Memphis, Tennessee, sat empty. The coast was clear for a robbery. Quickly and secretively, the three young burglars checked the windows and doors and found a way in. They piled up computers, DVD players, and other electronic equipment. The thieves talked as they worked, paying no attention to the parrot, nearly motionless in its cage. Only when the crooks were ready to make their getaway did the bird finally pipe up. JJ, it said plainly. JJ, JJ. Marshmallow, a 6-year-old green parrot, had been quietly eavesdropping, and the private eye parrot had learned a thing or two, including the nickname of one of the robbers, JJ. So, a little of my thinking along the way. One of the things that occurred to me here, where it says they piled up computers, DVD players, and other electronic equipment, I made an inference. Remember, an inference is something that I make based on my schema and the clues that I'm getting from the text. So my schema tells me that when people steal things like this, electronics and things, then normally they're stealing them to sell them at a pawn shop. So I can infer they were stealing things they could sell at a pawn shop. Remember, your annotations over here are an explanation of your thinking along with the symbol, along with your annotating symbol. Another thing that I marked here was a star. Remember, a star is that seems important. The parrot repeated the nickname of one of the robbers. Well, that it seems like an important part of the story. If you hear something several times, if it's repeated, there probably is some importance to it. It seems pretty important that in this article, if it tells me the parrot repeated that name, JJ, there must be some importance to that. The burglars fled, but soon realized that the parrot knew too much. They were afraid the bird would stool on them, so Billy Riley, a local police officer. When the thieves returned to the crime scene to nab the bird, police captured them. The Memphis crooks hadn't counted on Marshmallow's talents as an eavesdropper. Why would they? Few people imagine that animals can be highly skilled spies and snoops, yet nature is filled with them. More and more, scientists are discovering that creatures, from bugs to baboons, are experts at watching, listening, and prying into the lives of their animals. While Marshmallow's eavesdropping helped to foil human criminals, wild spies work for their own benefit. Spying can be the best or fastest way to find food or a mate or get early warning of a predator. So the first word that I have marked here, stool, I have it circled. Our circle on our annotation symbols really means an unknown word, but I really marked this just because it's used in a way that I'm not used to hearing it. So I've heard the word stool before as if something you would sit on, but this is used in a different way. So it stood out to me. So I marked it because of that. I underlined eavesdropper. Underline means ooh, this is a key word or a key idea, right? That little parrot was eavesdropping on the burglars, so that's important to our article. I'm also identifying what sounds like a central idea. It's sounding like animals spying or snooping is a central idea in this passage. That word is in the title, Animal Snoops. And then it's again in this paragraph. So we've got eavesdropping, we've got spying, we've got eavesdropper up here. So I'm hearing all of these clues that are giving me hints to the central idea. which is all about animals spying or snooping. Look, here's the word snoop again over here. I marked the word foil as well for the exact same reason that I marked stool. It's not unfamiliar to me, but the use of it is unfamiliar. So I circled it because it stood out to me as I was reading. So your task is going to be to read on in Animal Snoops and practice your own annotations. Please be sure that you're trying to practice different annotation symbols along the way. And also, please be sure that you are stopping to annotate along the way. Don't read all the way from paragraph 7 to 11 and then backtrack and annotate. Annotate as you go. Whatever you're thinking as you're reading, stop and jot that down. Remember, if you are thinking while you're reading, the chances of comprehending what you're reading are much, much higher. So that's our goal is we're practicing being great thinkers as we read. So good luck, and I'll hear you back tomorrow.